You can find links to all the products that you see in this video, and as an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. All right, guys, we built the file cabinet. This was the first of the model Roundup. First of the model Roundup items. So we built this, painted it gray, used super glue, looks good. I'm gonna cut some yellow paper, put some files in there. So that's that. Next, we're doing this brake lathe. Comes with a sticker right here. So this is a sticker that's gonna go, I believe it goes here or here. I have to look, but it goes either there. Now, you see, it comes with a cabinet, comes with a couple pieces, comes with all these little round lathe pieces, and as you could tell, as you could see, there's a lot of flashing here, so we're gonna have to cut those out. That's why I have my little pointy knives, razor blades here. Also, you see all the flashing on here, on this part here that we have to cut, and then sand, there's flashing on this part that we have to cut and sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all these parts up. You basically just use some sandpaper. I've got myself some 600 sandpaper right here, and I've got some 150. So, but I use that, and I use my razor knife. I put tape on my little razor knives. The handle, all the handles I've ever had, these things just keep falling out all the time. So what I did was I just put some painter's tape on them and just use them like that. So I'm going to clean these up. I'll come back. When we clean these up, remember they're sheet styrene, or not sheet styrene, but styrene. So you actually have to use super glue. You can't use model cement. You can use a liquid cement. There's liquid cement for this stuff too. But I'm just going to use super glue. You can get a whole package of like 10 of these over at the dollar store. And we'll put these together, then we'll paint it. I guess it gets painted red. That's the pictures I've seen. We'll probably have to paint some of this stuff silver by hand. We got silver tester's paint here. And so that's what we're gonna do. So I'll put it together and I'll be back. Okay, for the brake lathe that we now have the parts all cleaned up. Took a while to get the little round pulleys and everything else cleaned up. So I pulled up, here's a picture of a lathe right there. I don't know if it's the same exact lathe, but it gives me a better idea of what we need to do to put things together. So this is the drawing that they give you here. I don't want to say that it's a little obtuse, but it's a little obtuse. So I just want to look at a lathe and go, okay, well now I know what to do, kind of. Now we're going to paint some of these parts red and some black, and we'll figure out how to put this together here. And I'll be back when I have all the sub-assemblies together ready for painting. We got some pulleys and brake parts here that we will use. I guess some of the stuff you lock on. We have the actual brake lathe sitting there. I do have to put like a little piece out here and a little piece out there, but for the most part it's there. And then we have the sign that goes behind it. So I just need to go get some round tubes because it's missing the lathe that comes out here on this side and on that side, on this side here and that side there. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to get some little round, put that way out of my spares box because it didn't come with any. And then we have, like I said, all these will get painted silver, this gets painted black, and this gets painted red. All right, so you have to use primer on this stuff because it's not plastic. So you have to primer it. So we're just gonna do a nice gray primer on the backing, on the small pieces that we need to do there. Do some primer here, and we'll just let that dry right there. All right, so we're gonna pop this right there at the end. Is there nothing on there? Has the glue dried? All right. So we're just gonna put a dab of glue. There we go. There's a dab. And then we're going to pick up this part, put that there. Oh, crap, get off my fingers. There we go. And then I'll just leave that on like that. Voila. That's all you need. And then let that sit there for a minute or two. And then we'll go ahead and paint this. Well, so we've painted all that stuff silver, all the little wheels and stuff. We painted this all red. Nice bright fire engine red right there. We painted this bar that I see on all the lathes that's going to go across the front. We painted that red. It's got two little round parts still on it. We're going to make those dials, and so they'll be silver. And then we have the sign here that's black, and we're just going to give it about a couple hours here to get hard, and then we will put it all together, and it should look really sharp. And I actually have some tools from some of these other kits that we're building here that we can just like lay on top of the that part there to make it look like it's being used. To cut the sign, I thought it was a decal, but it's not. So I cut the sign out, and then to put on here it says use double-sided tape. I'm not going to use double-sided tape. I'm just going to take some Mod Podge, put Mod Podge in here. Yep, I'm going to put Mod Podge in there, right like that. And take the sign and put the sign right there. There we go. And we can even put some Mod Podge over the sign. There we go. And that will dry clear. So we're just going to do that, and I use the Mod Podge. I like Mod Podge, the orange. Where did I get this? I think I got this at the Dollar Tree. So if you want to try it for $1.99, I mean, I got two of them, but I usually get the big jar. I had the big jars somewhere. But anyway, we're still waiting. So we got the sign right there. We've got, oh yeah, that was where the sign was. And then we have that bar right there that we have to finish, and then this will dry. Probably gonna have to take overnight. For some reason, the red paint that I use doesn't dry that well. So it's gonna be a little bit. And then we have all the silver stuff here. I'll put these over here. So we have all the silver lathe stuff, and then I'm gonna go into my parts box and find some tools to put on here. We have to paint this black. We got some other things we have to paint on here, but I gotta wait for that red to dry. Silver, I guess they were pulleys or what, I don't even know what they are, but I looked over here. Hold on, let me show you. So I looked at this. There's a picture of a brake machine, and so kind of decided, well, I can do something similar to that. So on the backboard here, we put some of the machines, some of the stuff hanging there. And then on the front of the machine, right here, on the front of the machine, kind of painted it up a little bit. I'll probably paint some more black or dark blue or something before we're done. Because if you look at this one, it has like blue around the base. Right there, and part of the machine is blue, so we'll do that, and then we'll put it together. It's just waiting for this red paint to dry. If you guys watched before on some of the model gear and stuff like that that we've done, some of the diorama stuff, so a whole bunch of these little tool sets I've gotten in some of these sets, and if you see them earlier. So I'm just going to take this one and put it right there on that empty space right there, and that will really be cool. So I'm going to do that. It's dry overnight. We put the sign in the back. We put a set of wrenches there. We've detailed a lot of the paint on this thing. So right now that's what it's going to look like, but the red paint's got to dry, and then that's what it's going to look like. It's pretty cool. Very cool for turning brakes for our 80s speed shop. Here's our brake lathe all done. So I think it came out really cool. Here we go. So very cool. And like I said, you can go over to Model Roundup and get these. I think it was like $13 maybe, or $10 or something. It wasn't that expensive. And you know, just took about an hour to put together and paint, and now we got us a brake lathe for the shop, for the speed shop.